Okay, I'm going to start this video off by giving you the main point right up front, and then we'll explain it. Accepting yourself exactly as you are right now is the most powerful method, technique, approach you can have for any human. Accepting everything as perfect, accepting that you're doing your best, accepting that all is well. But the human mind, the human ego, the human collection of experiences and opinions and thoughts and comparisons and everything doesn't like that, because the ego survives on comparing, contrasting. You're better, I'm better, she's better, need to try harder. And most programs, it's hard to sell, put it this way, it's hard to sell someone a program that says accept yourself and love yourself right now, because there's something about being okay with how you are right now that doesn't sell books, doesn't sell programs, doesn't sell techniques, doesn't sell try my new method. And that's what we like. Our ego likes to think, okay, I've narrowed down my 5 biggest problems that I perceive according to my egoic comparison to everyone else in the universe, and what I think and how I grew up and how I was trained and how I think I need to be successful, lovable, worthy, all those things. So there's something very addictive in the human experience about trying to fix ourselves. We love the feeling of trying to fix ourselves. Now, in very small ways, it makes sense. Oh, you have a piece of cookie on your lip. Oh, thanks. Woo! Feels good to help someone. Oh, you have a piece of broccoli in your teeth or a piece of spinach. Oh, thank you. We help. That was a very quick way to fix something. So we think, oh, I like fixing things. I like finding things. And if you're like me, I feel like somehow I'm so trained into finding what's wrong with things that it really takes an effort and an intentional effort, an intentional effort to let things be okay. But that is ultimately the way of peace. That's the way of perfection. That's the way of allowing. That's the way of being. That's the way of accepting things as perfect as they are. Because I think you know by now, if you're watching this video, if you're older than 5 years old, you know that there will never be an end to things you can fix, improve about yourself. It will never end. There's no, like Abraham says, there's no bottom. There's getting to the bottom of it. There's no bottom, because once the ego mind starts to join in and once we put it this way, once we take the approach of the ego's mindset, the ego's approach, the ego's perspective, we can never get out, because it will always find something else. Like, how many conferences have we been to where the ideas were wonderful and we go, yes, yes, yes. And then we got home and we said, oh, time to get back to my life. And where'd the binder go? What am I doing? And it's so easy to go back to the same old routines we were in, because those routines have momentum. Our perspective on ourselves and our perspective on others has momentum. So every time we go in a room, every time we go to a store, every time we visit with others, we're like, ooh, we all have opinions. We're all like, I would rather have this instead of that. I want this and that. It's always a comparison. And the most powerful approach we can take is, all is well. All is well with me right now. I am perfect just as I am right now. There's nothing to fix, nothing to prove. I just feel as good as I can, and I let that be okay. And if I feel crappy, that's okay too. There's never a time when how you're feeling and what you're doing is not perfectly okay. But my ego, your ego wants to say, well, don't believe that guy. He doesn't know. Are you saying that I should just wake up every day at 11 o'clock and eat donuts all day and that's okay? Like, there's always going to find, the ego wants to find some extreme example and say, oh, right, sure. The guy who just, did these bad things is okay. It's like, let's stay away from the extremes, because we don't live life in the extremes. We live life in our daily mental habits, our daily mental processes, our daily perspectives. And I know for me, I'm waking up and I'm relaxing, I'm doing my thing, and there's part of me that wants to say, you should be doing more. You should wake up and do this instead. You should eat this instead. I mean, maybe that's just me, but my ego mind always has a suggestion for what I could do better. Always, and it always will. But when my higher mind, my soul says, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay. Part of me says, oh, shut up. No way. There's no way I'm okay, because they taught me my whole life I wasn't okay. So you telling me they lied? Not intentionally. But yes, they were also not aware of their perfection. People who are not aware of their perfection can only put on you their level of awareness of their imperfection or their perfection. Everyone's going to deal with you the way they deal with themselves. And I love remembering everything is okay right now. You can never prove to me that everything is not perfect right now. You can't. It can't be done. All is well. Your heart is beating. Your lungs are processing air. Your liver is cleaning your blood, I think. I'm not sure. Kidneys, blood? I don't know. You get my point. Your body is you have a miraculous process happening. We have a miraculous process happening right now in our bodies. I'm sitting here talking to you. My body's just functioning like a well-oiled machine. I love that. Don't you love that? So I guess that's how appreciation can start, right? Once I decide that I'm okay, everything's okay, then I can feel I'm a little more open to appreciating, because now I'm not trying to fight all the voices of comparing and you should do better. It's really hard to be appreciative when you feel like you're not good enough, because that is so heavy. It pulls you down. It pulls you into that level of consciousness of, I need to improve. I need to do better. And I appreciate all the friends who don't take my bullshit and who call me out. No, appreciate the miracle that is. Let's appreciate. I don't want to say you. I want to say me. Let's appreciate the miracle that is our existence, and that we're okay right now. All is well right now. Thank you for your time. I really think this is a beautiful message. There's no message that's more beautiful than all is well. You're perfect. You're divine. All is well. So I'll leave you with that.